This painting was born from just a normal day. My mom and I, we had just bought a new washing machine, and my mom and I thought we could install it. We proceeded to install it. There was a paper that said caution, and I was like, okay, I need to read that. I read it. We had to follow the instructions, of course. My mom was like, no, we don't need to do that. We can just install it and that's it. That's all we gotta do. We gotta connect it to the tips and that's it. And I was like, wait, here it says we have to do things first. So let's do that. At the end, my mom was like, I'm really grateful that you read the instructions because I would have just connected it and thought it was done. And we had to follow a lot of steps to make sure everything was right. The last step, it was that we had to put the washing machine to wash by itself, no clothes, no anything. And that's what we did. In that moment, I just wanted to observe it. I sat down, I was like, Mom, sit here with me. And we watched how the washing machine was washing, and I felt I need to paint this moment because it was really unique. You might think it was ordinary, but I feel it was really meaningful. Whenever my mom and I are building furniture from IKEA or we want to install things, I'm always the one that reads the instructions and she's the one that executes them. So this one was another accomplishment, and I really enjoyed having that time with my mom. At that time when I started the painting, I didn't think it was gonna be so symbolic. It really feels symbolic, and it matches with the things that I've been going through since the moment I started painting it until now that I finished it. I work on myself on the things that I observe, how I react to certain things or to people or just the feelings of certain moments, and those are like hints to me, and I feel those are threads that I need to follow to find what is causing that. I'm always asking myself, like, why am I feeling this way? Why did I react this way? So I observe myself a lot. And this time, I observed how I was feeling in a certain moment. So I thought, okay, I need to work on this. And all this week, I think I've been, since I started this painting until I finished it, it's been a week. And I've been working on that feeling, on how I was feeling in that moment. And following that thread took me to 3 important places. And one of them was my story when I was a little kid. I guess you don't know it, but I went through 4 surgeries on my left leg. And that was traumatic. And I didn't know until very recently, like a year and a half ago, that I've been working on myself more on purpose. And these days I've been working on that. I have been revisiting my memories. I've been trying to take out all those feelings, all that pain that I went through, and the things that you as a little kid, me in this case, I didn't understand. And it made me realize how important it is for kids to have their parents around. But sometimes it's not possible because of work, right? And that's what happened when I was a little kid. I would be with my grandma, but because my mom would work, my father just lived in another city, and because of the surgeries, I had to have my leg on a plaster, like banded. It just hurt so much. Excruciating pain. It was the worst thing, the worst feeling ever. And me as a little kid, I felt I was just lonely and maybe even not loved, just not safe, unprotected, like all these things, right? And I've been revisiting those memories to just like let myself know that why it felt confusing, but what it's like the real reason behind everything. Just explain and try to heal. And yesterday, I talked to my mom and I told her about it, and she told me like her point of view, right, and how it was things for her in that moment and all of that. And I think it has helped a lot with that topic and another topic that I was working on. It just helps you like have the full picture, or at least in that case, or at least to let things, all those things you had inside, out, externalize them instead of keeping them trapped inside of you. And last night when I was painting, I was like, wow, I feel now I'm ready to finish this painting, because now everything feels lighter. And just like the washing machine, that it washes the dirt out of clothes, I felt the same way. Like I've washed all these memories and thoughts and beliefs from before and replaced them with new ones, with better thoughts. And that painting, I called it Begin Again. And I feel it fits all this week perfectly and the painting perfectly. And I even named it before anything of this. I had this, there's a song that I like called Begin Again, and I remember I was like singing it, and I was like, why am I singing this? And then I was like, I'm gonna call it like that, because begin again, like the washing machine, you wash clothes, like it's like starting again. And it's so cool how the mind works, because my mind could have connected it, right, with beginning again, starting over, and also like working on yourself. You start from a new side of yourself, a new healed side. And I think it represents the painting perfectly and my week perfectly. So I hope you love this painting. I really like it, and it has so much meaning, and it's really special for me. So here it is, Begin Again.